Hello, welcome to the We Didn't Say That podcast.
Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning
What's
in.
up?
What is this, number 9?
I think so.
Well, you'll never see the first one, so technically it's number 8,
If
but
you
for
added it
us,
together,
yeah,
it's
behind the
probably number
scenes, this
9.
is the 9th podcast we've done. Oh, dude, what's going on? How have you been?
I've been all right. How
Another
have you
week
been?
down.
I had a pretty decent, not crazy week of life.
How'd
There's
that
no
go for you?
vampire attacks, surprisingly. Um, how'd what go? Just being alive.
Yeah, how was
I'm
last
enjoying
week?
it right
The
now.
last week since we recorded our last
Been
podcast.
real relaxing this last week. How's your week been?
I don't know, just trying to. I had a weird dream.
All right, hit me with it.
And this is a thing that threw me off is I usually don't dream that often. I just will fall asleep. I'll like, okay, so the majority of my dreams I'll get into it. I don't see anything, and I don't really hear anything. Well, I do hear stuff. I think I dream as a blind person most of the time. I think I Yeah, so hear me out. I think I dream as a blind person because I don't see anything, but I can hear what's going on, and I kind of have a sense of what's going on. Like I know like somebody I love is in the room, or that there's something not right happening, but I'm blind. I just can't see anything. Like I'm just a blind person. So like when I wake up, I just usually it's just like whatever. Like I had another blind dream. That's
Maybe
like
you should in your dream, make a conscious effort to open your eyes.
Maybe I should. But the thing is that when I'm in that state, like I'm just perceiving the information in the dream. Like it's difficult for me to be like,
You
I'm dreaming right now. Like whenever
you
people
got
talk
to
about,
ascend.
I have to ascend into lucid dreaming, but I don't know how to do that. When I hear people talk about lucid dreaming, I get so jealous.
I do too. Imagine being able to control. I would always be asleep.
You just dream
I
to be
would take
asleep.
like 20,000 melatonin every day, the
Oh,
start of my
damn.
day, and just control everything I did in my dream.
Or just getting a wicked bad accident, so you're in a coma for like 12 years. You're just like flying around. You're like hanging out with supermodels and stuff.
Yeah,
What would you do in a lucid dream?
that's a weird thing to ask someone. Um, I'd probably fuck. I don't
I
know.
know, it's like real spur of the moment, like, you have to just figure it out when you're
Yeah,
dreaming. I'd probably
uh,
wanna fly around, like, throw shit around.
I'd probably go on some roller coasters for a little bit without waiting in line. You
Yeah,
know.
you could do anything, you'd be like, "I'm
Yeah,
not gonna stand in
I'm
this
not
roller
gonna stand
coaster
in this
ride."
fucking line. No, I teleport. Sometimes I'd sit in the front, sometimes I'd sit in the back. So I'd ride each roller coaster twice. And then I can compare them right away without having to sit in a line. How awesome is that?
Yeah, I mean, that's
I'll be able
cool.
to answer that question right away.
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really okay, so, yeah, so mostly it's just I'm having blind dreams. I'm just sensing everything. I'm like Stevie Wonder out here in the void just
In the
listening.
void. That's where Stevie Wonder resides, in the void.
Well, I
In
want
case you're wondering.
he probably dreams as a blind
I bet
person
he
too.
dreams in color. I bet that this is what happened, dude. Stevie Wonder one day he fell asleep and then he dreamed with vision. And it just so happened by some crazy coincidence, that's the day you stopped dreaming with vision.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, some like universal like fucking sign where it's like
Yeah. God was
these
just
two,
like,
boom, no more
there we go.
dreaming for you. Dude, so
Forever.
I do occasionally out my I one of my stronger dreams will break through and ascend to the dream realm and I'll be able to observe it. I was telling Mariah about this too. It's the craziest fucking thing. Okay, Molly, go. So I had a dream and I could see in this dream. And when I was able to see, I was like, oh, something's up because typically I'm not able to fucking see my dreams. So what happens is I'm in my grandma's like when I'm a child, like in my childhood, my grandma lived in this house for like the majority of my life before she moved into her various condos.
Okay.
And so like the kitchen and like her sunroom and kitchen are they're like deep-rooted memories in my head. Like I could like draw them for you right now. Like I could
I
remember.
understand how memories work.
So I'm in this dream. I walk in through the garage into my grandma's kitchen, and I'm like, why the fuck am I here? But then I look over and I see Cardi B. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's the strangest thing. Probably go.
That is so
I
weird.
see Cardi B and she's standing in the kitchen and there's like this little like kid in like a high chair and he's like meh, 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 like whatever Cardi B and I walk in and I'm like, oh yeah, there's my wife Cardi B. So I walk over to give her a kiss and when I lean in to give her a kiss, she's like no, and I was like for whatever reason in my dream, I was like, "Oh yeah, of course, that makes sense. Why? Like, we're not gonna kiss each other, obviously."
Yeah, you're
And
not
then
dating Cardi B in your
and then I
dream.
sit down, and then I see like who's she dating? Like Offset, one of the Migos.
Yeah,
I see Offset standing and talking to some dude in some suit in the sunroom. They're just like talking business or whatever. And then I look around, and I legitimately think in my dream, I say, "Yes, this makes sense. Everything is normal. This is my family." And
this is your
I
life.
wake up, and I immediately she's already out of bed, like doing shit out here. I'm like, "Mariah, go there!" And I just fucking rattle off the most insane. This is my Cardi B
Yeah,
dream.
your Cardi B dream. Do
Yeah.
you think about Cardi B a lot?
No, that's the thing is I
So do
legitimately
you
never think about her
do you
except
think
for in this
Caleb's
dream.
like subconscious? He is constantly thinking about Cardi B.
No, it's
Remember that.
obvious from the podcast we did last week or the week before that. I'm constantly if I and I'll be honest because I'm anything I'm honest. I'll be
Sure.
truthful to you guys. The one artist I think about the most is obviously Bruno Mars. I'm not
Yeah.
thinking about Cardi B. It would make more sense if I saw fucking Bruno Mars in the sunroom on a business like with a business manager.
That's your wife.
No, I would still be married to Cardi B.
Bruno Mars with medium hair. That's Caleb's wife
No.
and their
But I
child.
would be dreaming out Bruno Mars. It would be about Bruno Mars, but it wasn't. It was about fucking and it's not I don't listen to her music. I don't really I don't follow her anywhere. So I'm not like
He
seeing
doesn't stalk her or anything.
fuck off.
I don't know why you would dream about Cardi B of all people.
I
Like
know. It's
I
strange.
don't even think about her. I probably she comes across my like consciousness once a year.
That's
It's not constant. Like
same for me. And then this one time
that's
just happened to be in a dream.
yeah, I guess so.
It
All
was
right.
just weird. Yeah. Dreams are I mean crazy. Obviously, like can't control them or whatever. You're supposed to
I
like
can't remember a
learn.
lot of my dreams. All I remember is like I constantly get like on the edge of sleeping, and then you get those dreams where you fall, and then you
Yeah.
wake up like
Oh
that.
my
I
god.
remember this all the time.
Yeah.
They're terrifying.
Yeah, those suck. Or like your leg kicks real hard and it wakes you up for a second, but you're still in that weird spot where it's like I could fall back asleep right now,
Yeah.
or I could get up and I'll be awake.
Yeah, I used to get like sleep paralysis when I woke up, but thank God I don't
Ooh,
do that
what's
anymore.
that like?
I didn't see like any beings, but it is like a fear, and like you feel like you're paralyzed. Your eyes are open, and you're like you try to move, but you can't. And everything's just there. You hear, you can smell. I'm sure you can taste, but you have no control of your body. Oh shit, my bad.
No, you're good.
That might not have picked up,
It,
but
it definitely did not. You can see all those
I'll
titles.
say it again. You wake up, you can't control your body at all. You're just looking around. Like you can smell, you can taste, you can hear, but you have no control of how you move your actual physical body, and you feel like you're like, holy shit, this is what it's like to be a vegetable. You just feel like a vegetable for a while, and it's terrifying. You're like, is this my new reality? But thank God it's not.
I guess maybe I had
That
sleep
would suck.
paralysis once when I was a kid because I thought I was still sleeping, but I was able to open my eyes because I
Yeah,
wasn't able to move my body, and
yeah,
I just
it's
thought I was still
terrifying.
sleeping. And I wasn't scared. I was like, I honestly thought I could see through my eyelids. That's what I thought was going on.
You thought you were like a frog?
Yeah, because I was
Can't
like,
frogs do
clearly I'm
that?
still sleeping, but I'm able to see.
Yeah.
So were my eyes actually open?
Yeah, they were open.
Oh,
It's
okay. Well, then I was
terrifying.
definitely, and then I was having sleep paralysis, but it wasn't scary.
No, it's scary. It's terrifying. I don't know what he's talking about. There's a sense of impending doom.
I had no doom. Maybe
Maybe
I
you just
feel
don't
that.
have that emotion.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Maybe you're impervious to fear.
or maybe I just feel, yeah, maybe my fear meter got broken.
Besides, wait, what was that? You were telling me about a ghost dog. What was that?
Oh, god
Tell
damn
me
it.
that story.
Okay, so yeah, the ghost dog. This is so stupid. So it was a couple weeks ago or whatever. I took Bolly out for a walk. It was like 11 o'clock. I think it was like a Friday night or whatever. I don't live in the best area, so I always walk the dog, or really anywhere. If you go anywhere in this area, you should have like some sort of way to defend yourself. So I had a gun in my pocket.
He has a permit. He's legal.
Yeah.
He's not.
Anyways,
Uh,
so I was walking Bolly. And I was just watching. It's again late. There's not much shit going on. And out of nowhere, this fucking medium-sized white animal that I could not get a fucking good look on started running out of nowhere. It was maybe like 5 to 10 feet away from me, like in front of me, but running in front of me. Bali, at first she like heard something, so she was like, "What?" Like wanted to like she was like looking at it, and then as soon as she saw it, she was like, "What the fuck?" And so I started pulling her back. I'm like, "Bolly," and I thought it was a ghost dog. It looked like a ghost, and it looked like it was the shape of a dog. So my
what type of
brain,
tail did it have?
we'll get to that. I saw it, and I was like, "This is obviously a ghost dog." it fits the description of a ghost and a dog. The poor spirit of this dog is trapped on this, is being tortured in this plane.
So wait,
So, and I was
wait.
scared, and I thought for half a second, I was like, am I going to shoot this thing? I didn't. It continued just to run. So I was like, I'm not a threat to the ghost dog. Turns out, I come inside, I tell Mariah about the story. I'm like, Mariah, you're not even gonna fucking believe it. I saw a ghost dog, all this shit. She was like, I heard you yelling outside. Like, what was going on? And so I have to start describing what I saw outside. And then she's like, it wasn't a fucking ghost dog. And she pulls up a cartoon picture of an opossum. And she was like, is this what it
An
looks like?
opossum.
And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what it
No one
fucking looks like.
pronounces the O.
What do you say?
Everyone says
Possum?
possum.
A
Yeah,
possum.
you sound like a real I don't know, West Virginia area saying
I
possum.
found an
Oh no, oh no,
opossum.
Woody.
I'm not a Woody, bro. No, but I found, yeah, but it was a possum.
Yeah, dude, possums. They're creepy. Like if you're walking, they
They're
hiss.
creepy as all
They
fuck.
hiss. They don't like growl or bark.
They
It's
have
like
a
they
fucking,
look like a dog. They have a rat
yes,
tail,
thank
and they
you.
sound like a cat.
Exactly. And none of it
It's
makes any
crazy, and their
sense.
teeth are ginormous.
Yeah, and they're all fucked up. They don't
They
also
all look like meth addicts,
they
dude.
don't move
They
right
act
either.
like
They
meth
fucking like
addicts.
waddle and like throw themselves side to side. It's
Yeah,
creepy. That's why
yeah,
I thought it was a ghost.
a ghost dog. And Caleb's reaction to ghost dog would be to shoot a ghost dog. If you see a ghost, a bullet's not going to do anything. Your only option is to like holy water or kill yourself so it doesn't possess you.
Well, I was gonna
Don't kill yourself.
if it was up to that, I probably would have definitely pumped some lead in that direction just in case. And if I shot it, I would have shot it. And if it died, I would have been like, oh, that wasn't a ghost. And if it didn't die, I'd be like, oh shit, it was a ghost. So either way, like I'll
Okay,
figure it
can
out.
we can we go into a scenario where you did shoot the pops? You have to explain to the police that you thought it was a ghost dog.
Dude, okay, yeah, they would think I'm retarded. Obviously, they'd be like, this he obviously should not have guns. Yeah, but that's also a good point. Dude, there were multiple car break-ins, like 6 cars got broken into our parking lot, including Mariah's car. The
Mm-hmm.
police would not come. The police do not like coming to this area because it is so not cool.
Yeah, it's so not cool. That's what it is when the police won't come to
It's
your area.
super
Super not
no,
cool.
it's cool that they don't show up, but they don't show up because
Yeah,
it's a
it's not
super
cool when
cool
you're the
area.
victim. It's cool when you're the perpetrator.
Well, don't be the victim.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Shoot
No
first,
ghost dog
ask
is getting
questions
my
later.
co-host.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Not a single one.
If it was me versus Ghost Dog, dude, I would have killed that fucking Ghost Dog for the podcast so we
Wait,
could continue
to be
podding.
fair, Caleb's dog is a small dog. I have a big ass dog, so I would not be like as scared of the medium size
Well, I didn't know.
opossum.
You gotta figure that like
Yeah,
these wild animals, like even if they don't kill your dog, they can still fuck it up or give it a disease. I don't want to deal with that, so I'd rather just shoot it and not have to deal with that.
I have like a I
And
have
if
a
I
pit bull, and I trust
you
my
have a
pit bull to
pit?
end a fight quickly. Yeah, pit lab.
Oh
He's a
shit,
he's a vicious motherfucker.
big
Don't
too.
mess with Duke.
If I shot that opossum, there's probably 45% chance that I would have picked it up by its tail and thrown it on my neighbor's patio upstairs. 'Cause I fucking hate
What a
them.
monster.
No, seriously, all things considered, it's the least. They deserve that. They also deserve. I've also considered just buying a slingshot and going to another apartment building, just standing under something and just boom, breaking their windows.
Just start throwing like rotten fish up there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
start some chemical warfare, some aroma warfare.
Oh yeah, dude. And
But they
I'm
could
friends
probably
with
they
like
could get you
6
back.
neighborhood cats. I can get lots of
They
cat
could get
food.
you back by just like cooking. So I would be kind of careful with aroma warfare.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, a
It's
lot of
like
spices in that cuisine.
they specialize in aroma warfare.
Yeah.
That's like a Tuesday morning for them.
Yeah, it's a Tuesday through Monday activity for them. It's not just the morning thing.
It's nonstop. And then they'll be gone for like 4 days at a time.
Yeah.
There's just like nothing.
No.
And then they'll come back and there's 16 people and they're all like,
Yeah,
we made
partying.
it! Like,
We're leaving the sinks on and shit.
yeah, seriously. Yeah, the fucking, oh my God, dude, don't even get me, dude, dude, I'm telling you, seriously. They're first responders, that's all well and good. I'm
Oh,
telling you, dude, check to see if your mic still works.
does my mic still work? Yeah, it does.
If police and fire, like if they didn't like work for a day, it would be bad. I'm telling you, dude, if maintenance people, if plumbers, if all of those people did not, show up to work for a day, the murders would skyrocket 1,000%. I guarantee it. And I'm telling you right now, it would have skyrocketed because I would have killed 6 people in that apartment upstairs.
Oh my God, shut up.
I
You would
swear to
not have
Christ, I
killed him.
would have, dude.
You would have done the rational thing, lit your apartment on fire and left with your
I would
dogs
have
and cat
I would have
animal.
shot at their door until it opened, or I just shoot. So I have bigger guns too. Walls don't mean anything when you have a big gun.
Shut
Do
up,
you know that?
Kevin.
You
I'm
know that?
sure they don't. The
Yeah,
bullets are huge.
means very little. And it's all drywall and shit. What's
You
the
sound
worst
like
I'm
a
gonna hit?
psychopath.
A stud? I'm gonna shoot through a
A
2x4?
child?
There's no children that live up
Oh,
there.
there's no children.
There's
Then yeah,
6
go for it.
African men that live up there. They don't
Oh,
know how
fuck yeah, go
they
for it.
yeah. Oh, it's dude. That's what I'm saying.
I thought they were children. Because
Sorry.
logically, only a child would leave a sink on.
That is true.
I've never left the sink
I was
on.
gonna tell the leasing office that they keep asking if I want to buy drugs. I keep seeing people go in there to buy drugs because you know that's an immediate eviction. They don't even. They give you 3 days. They say
3
get out of here
days.
in 3 days. Yep.
What drugs would you accuse them of selling?
Fucking everything. Horse pills, fentanyl,
They kept
ghost
offering
dogs.
me Adderall.
They try to sell me a ghost dog and they say, hey, we'll
Yeah,
give you some
of course,
crack.
ghost dog. That's a new slang word for crack.
Ghost dog.
Ghost dog. You want some
Yo,
ghost
got
dog?
any ghost
You want to
dog?
chase the ghost dog?
Let's go chase that ghost dog. Dude,
A new chupacabra.
I once chased a skunk for a quarter of a mile because I thought it was a cat.
Don't wait. You have to explain that.
Okay, so I just moved back home at the time. Very emotional. Me and my ex-girlfriend, like we just broke up. It was literally like the day after we broke up. I'm at my parents' house. I'm just fucked up. I'm just wallowing in my sorrows. I'm like, I'm so sad. Then as I'm walking upstairs, I see this little tiny because I already have a cat. I see this little black cat running outside. I'm like, oh my God, I have to go save this thing. This is now my purpose. I have a purpose in life. It's to go save this cat. So I don't even put shoes on. I just bolt outside, dude. I'm running after this fucking cat. And I'm like, holy shit. Like I'm getting close and it's fast too. So I'm like, damn, like this cat is running. But it's
It's running for its life.
it's tiny. So I'm like, oh, it's gonna need my help. It's little. It can't survive out here. I get within like 5 feet of it. I'm like, oh my God, it's black and it's white. It's like really pretty. It turns around, it shows me its little skunk face, and it's just like hit me with the nastiest little thing. And I'm like,
I'm sad you didn't.
holy fuck, it's a skunk.
It's sad you didn't get sprayed.
No, I'm
I'm
so pumped
sorry.
against I'm so pumped because
I know that was your
as
goal.
soon as I realized it was a skunk, I just ran like in
You
a
wanted to be a
like
stinky
fucked up
boy.
direction. I didn't back up. I just ran to like the left. And the skunk just ran too.
Imagine being where Caleb lived. You're walking like your dog, or you're just walking by yourself, listening to music, and then you see a man without shoes. Yeah, your sky.
Yeah.
I would 5150 you.
Dude, there could have been people running.
It's
There
hallucinating.
could have been people outside, like walking their. I had no idea because
I'm
I was
sure there
so
were.
focused
I'm sure there
on
were.
catching the
You
skunk.
looked like a fucking psychotic.
Dude, because I ran up. My mom was watching TV and I was running outside. I was like, I have to go get this cat. There's a cat outside. My mom was like, okay. She was fully on board. She's like, go get the cat. Like 5 minutes later, I come back inside. I'm like, it wasn't a cat. It was a skunk. And my mom instantly was like, oh, did it spray you? I'm like, no, I didn't. I would have walked in. I would have called you.
She acted like she wouldn't be able to smell if it sprayed you.
Yeah, she was
You
like,
could
did you get
smell it.
sprayed?
You could smell it, lady.
No.
Go smell it.
But yeah, I chased, and then I later realized the house that I chased the skunk into.
Huh?
I know that family goes to the place I work at. I like realized because I saw like their cars in the driveway,
You're about
and then I saw one of them pull up. I'm like, oh, that looked like the car that I saw yesterday. And then I saw the license plate, and then as I drove home, I was like, because it's just like a little drive down the cul-de-sac. I was like, well, let's see. I want to see like where I was with this because it was dark when I did this. It was like midnight. It was like the middle of the night. I was running after the skunk, so I was like, I want to see where it, like if I can find it or whatever. Turns out, didn't find that, but I found out that I fucking made myself look like a jackass chasing a squirrel, or not a squirrel, a fucking
skunk.
skunk.
It's
Yeah,
not. It's different if it was a squirrel.
it
That's
would have.
even funnier.
Well,
If you think about it.
it,
Because the squirrel chose not to run up a tree. It just let Caleb toy with it.
just let it chase me.
Yeah,
Or,
that would be the Woody of squirrels.
that would be the Woody of squirrels.
Oh, Woody.
Have you got any more Woody stories?
I got one I could tell.
All right, sick.
Woody likes to do kung fu. Woody likes kung fu movies. Woody
Naturally.
is a kung fu kind of guy. You know what I mean?
His brain is a little kung fu.
He lives the kung fu lifestyle. He's like the kung fu panda of human beings, if you could say that. But Woody's not very good at kung fu. But Woody practices. You know what Woody practices on?
What does he practice on?
Let me let you guess. Guess once.
Does he like Rocky? Does he like beat meat and like a free like a
I'm
meat
sure he
locker?
beats me, but not like that.
What does he train on?
Wooden chairs.
What?
His mother's wooden chairs.
Wait,
Woody takes his mom's wooden chairs, it's her kitchen chairs, like I said, and he puts the chair on his back patio. Then he kung fu kicks it off the patio until it breaks.
wooden chairs?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
70-year-old mom keeps having to replace the kitchen chairs because Woody gets drunk and kicks them off their patio until they break.
Just to be like, fucking look what I can do.
Yeah.
This is how strong I am.
He's just practicing his kung fu. Woody's a kung fu guy.
Yeah, naturally. He'll ascend eventually to a black belt.
I'm sure he already is in his mind. I'm
Oh.
sure he's been a black belt since he was 12.
I'm sure he's been a black belt before he started doing
Yeah.
it like officially. Do you
Yeah.
think? Wait, hold on. We're giving this way
I
too much.
really want Woody to go to a kung fu tournament. I would love that. I would love to see Woody in a kung fu tournament.
If we went to that, you guys would also see Woody at that fucking kung fu tournament.
If I could convince Woody to go to a kung fu tournament, kung fu, or just like a cage fight. I would love to see Woody in a cage fight.
You need to weasel your way back into his life so we can get these things.
I don't think it'd be possible to knock Woody out. I think he'd be able to maintain some level of consciousness. So it'd just be a constant beating.
You can't knock this mentally retarded man out. He will destroy you.
He's not retarded. He can drive.
Dude, literally everything you've told us on these last 3 podcasts, it makes it sound like he's 1,000% retarded.
He's just a little kung fu.
His brain has been kung fu.
He lives a kung fu kind of life. Loves Bruce Lee.
He is a renegade. He is a cowboy. If you really think about it, he is a cowboy.
Woody's a modern day cowboy.
He's a cowboy. He doesn't follow the laws. He's an outlaw. He doesn't
If I could see Woody on a horse with a cowboy hat, that'd be a sign of the apocalypse.
No, his horse is this broken down piece of shit fucking Camry or whatever.
No, he has a new car, dude.
He has a new car, so he just got a new horse.
Another thing about Woody, I would show up early to work. I'm a psychopath and I get to work 30 minutes early. And Woody would just be taking a nap in his car. Like, his seat all the way back. And I'd be like, what the fuck is he doing? It's every day. And Woody's like, well, I've been awake for like 6 hours. I woke up at 2 a.m. So I just wanted to catch a few minutes before the shift. Like 30 minutes for the shift. So he woke up at 2 a.m. I'm like, Woody, what time did you go to bed? He goes, midnight. And that's just like a normal sleep schedule for him. He gets 2.5 hours of sleep.
He's definitely manic. He's retarded and he's manic.
No, but the thing is, manic only lasts for like a few weeks or a month. Not with Woody.
Well, there's some people who have like a bipolar depression or whatever. You can be manic for like up to years. Some people cycle that long.
I don't think it's that. I don't think that's what Woody is.
I know he could be
He's just kung fu.
He may he's just a cowboy.
He's just kung fu cowboy.
He doesn't live by the same laws we do.
No, he does not.
And to think that he does is just foolish.
No, he does not.
He doesn't live by the same rules.
He gets in trouble with the police.
He doesn't give a fuck. They'll take his horse away. He'll get a new horse.
In like the 7 or 8 months I worked with Woody, the police got involved with him like 5 times.
Like once every 2 months.
Yeah, crazy amount of times.
Woody, we need to talk to you.
He's a legend. He's a man.
Where is he anyways?
Can't tell you guys. You'll be able to find him. And Woody would not take kindly. Woody would respond with force.
Yeah, he's violent.
With kung fu.
Even when he'll just kick you off the porches until you break, dude. He'll just keep picking you back up, drag you back up to the top of the porch. Stand up!
Giggling.
And you stand up and he kicks you like a mule.
Don't stand up. I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you don't stand up, it's just gonna be worse.
Yeah, Woody turns around, gets on all fours, and then he dolphin kicks the chair. Can you imagine?
Dude, I can imagine him running out of his mom's house and drop kicking a fucking wooden chair like he's watching WWE. Like Rey Mysterio. Boom!
Just record himself on video. Fucking Ed's on his head. He would go to the basement. There's cement basement. And he would crack eggs. And he'd send it to people on Facebook.
He's a legend.
And then he came to work the next day. He goes, yeah, my mom's really Stab me. And I go, why would he? And he goes, I cracked a few eggs on my head in the basement. And I didn't. And I go, Woody, that's crazy. First of all, that you cracked any eggs on your head.
Yeah, cracking one is concerning.
And then you left it. How many eggs did you crack? 2 dozen?
Wait, he cracked 2 dozen fucking eggs on his head, and he's recording himself. Is this supposed to be like, look how strong I am? I can withstand an egg cracking on my head.
That's what it was.
He had to get it right. He's like the
Yeah.
24th egg. This will be it.
Yep.
Oh my fucking god.
And that was the right egg.
That was.
24th was the perfect smash.
But what does he want? Like
He
like
wants the
an egg
perfect smash. Imagine, because he'd have to clean his head every time. So he'd get like a
You
wet
think-
washcloth. He'd get a wet washcloth. Just go, because he's bald. You go. And just lay it on his head onto the floor.
So there's just
He did that 20
so there's just a half roll of paper towels, a million broken eggshells, just egg dried everywhere. His mom's like, "Oh, what the fuck, Woody?"
And you're thinking, oh, is Woody like 17? 48.
Yeah, dude, he's like grown. He's like, "Oh,
He's one of the most much confined.
he's dude, he's still cracking egg, dude. Mentally, he's like 7 years old.
He can
Mentally.
drive, Caleb.
That doesn't matter. I'm sure there's
I can talk
7-year-olds
about
who can
Caleb.
drive.
Yeah, in like Belize.
Yeah, in third world countries.
Third world countries, they've been driving for 5
I
years
bet
at
if you
that
drop,
point.
no, I guarantee you, if you drop Woody off in like a third world country, he would quickly ascend to power because everyone would be like,
Yeah.
he is fully out of control, but he is so
He's a leader. That's one thing about
he's
Woody.
the best at what he does.
He's a
And
leader.
leading other retards,
Hey, other Woodies.
other Woodies.
We don't use the R word no more. We already found
I've been
a
using it pretty
solution.
heavily.
I know. That's why I'm trying to train you to get it back to Woodies.
I gotta get back on the Woody train.
the Woodies.
Dude, you talking about Woody sleeping in his car reminded me. I had a coworker at my old job. I had like fucking 5 or 6 years ago. Her name was Maddie.
Pizza?
Okay? No, not pizza. But she would do the same, except for this. This girl just started getting into smoking weed. Like
that's it.
just started getting into smoking weed. Dude, she did not do this
Makes
one
you
time,
nap.
2 times. She did this multiple times. We both got off. It was like 6, and we had to be there either at like 9 or 10. I had to show up at 10. She had to be there at 9. Work 9 to 6, whatever.
What field was this?
Childcare.
Okay.
So she was just getting. She was, I guess, just discovered reefer. So she would smoke. She would get off of work, and I work across there, like across the street. There's like a Wendy's.
Okay.
So she would smoke weed, okay, and then go and get Wendy's, whatever. And her idea is like, I'm going to like sober up a little bit. I'm gonna eat Wendy's, and then I'm gonna go home. That's literally never what happened. This bitch would get Wendy's, and she would smoke more weed, and she would pass out in her
There's
car.
no way.
Dude, I guarantee.
She slept the night in the car?
Yes, she did this
Multiple times?
multiple times.
Oh, she's smoking, dude. There's no way that was weed.
No, but I'm telling you, this is when she
And
first
let's
started getting into
imagine.
No, you gotta imagine someone who's
Who
never
smokes weed in their car?
Dude,
Does she live at home with her parents?
she does, or she did when I worked with her. Yeah.
Imagine your child just disappearing for nights and you have no idea where they are, and you like track them. They're just sleeping in
Dude, not even that, dude. There had been a few times where I'd get there at 10, and I would like walk into the office, and my managers would be like, because they knew we were like friends or whatever, and they were like, "Hey, do you know where Maddie is?" And they would be like, because she would have to be there at 9, and it's now 10 o'clock. They'd be like, "Hey, do you know where Maddie is?" It's like she was supposed to be here an hour ago. We're calling her. We can't get a hold of her. Where I park next to her, and I see her fucking pass out in her car.
On fentanyl, not weed.
I'm telling you, she was just smoking weed. I'm telling I know it would make more sense if she had gotten into like Xanax or like Oxys or something.
Weed does not make it. She must have been getting it laced by something.
It was because I couldn't understand it. So I would have to go out, and I did this multiple times. I would have to walk out into the parking lot, go to Maddie's car, and knock on her window until she woke up. And every single time she woke up like this, she was asleep and just knock, knock, knock. She'd be like this, like terrified. And she would like roll. She would open either she would open the car door or like turn the car on and roll the window down. And I'll be like, "Hey, Maddie, it's 10 o'clock. You have to come in." And she's like, "Oh my god!" So she would just come into work in the same clothes that she left work in. And she would just apologize and come into work. Everyone, because it was so crazy, she would just because she wouldn't. There were times where she was she just lived at work for like 3 days.
Yeah, that's not normal.
No, and no one knew what to do because the managers were like, "We're not going to tell her not to do it because, like, obviously she's doing this for a reason. We are not seeing her like shower or bathe or anything. Like, it was all very concerning." So
It's not a reason.
so they would ask me, they would be like, "Can you like we need to like you to like talk to her and like
And
figure
bathe
something
her.
this out." And
I need you to hold her down while I bathe
so
her.
I had to like hold down
She's
her
stinking.
secret that no, she just gets so high immediately when she gets off of work that she cannot drive home.
She can't like drive back home, then smoke the weed in the car, and then go to her room and sleep. That's not normal.
I asked her that, but she kept saying she lived
I can't.
45 minutes away, so she wanted to get a little bit high before the drive, but she always got too high. So she would eat Wendy's,
Imagine,
get more high, and
imagine,
then pass out.
imagine your daughter gets out of work at like 4 o'clock. You haven't seen her for 2 days, and she texts you yet again. I'm too tired to drive home. I'm just gonna crash in my car here tonight. 4:45, 4 p.m. 4 p.m.
It's just like
Your
going at
child
8 in the
says,
morning. It's like
"For
there's
the
so
third
much
time
time.
in a row, I'm too tired to drive home again. I'm just gonna sleep in my car."
Because she told me, I was like, "Well, what do your parents say?" And she's like, "They're upset." My mom said that she doesn't think I'm sleeping in my car. So she would send her pictures and like she would like I had to FaceTime my mom last night so she could see I was sleeping in my car. And she was like,
Psycho.
I was so high. I didn't know if I was even making sense on the phone. Like this is still the stage where she was at. Where she would
That
take
stage didn't last long.
half a rip off of a bowl. Dude, it lasted a very long from an outsider's perspective, it lasted a very long time.
For Maddie.
Yeah, for her, dude, it was crazy.
How was she like a small person?
No,
That's insane.
no, she was like 5'9". She had like a decent amount of
It
weight
had
on
to
her.
have something else in it. There's no way.
I'm
I don't
telling you,
believe
maybe
you.
she was on medication or something. So when she would smoke weed, it would like fucked her up and she would pass out. But I'm
What
telling you,
medication would that be?
I don't know. Need to find some, but I don't know what it is. But she would send me like a video of her in like I could see our place of work in the parking lot, like behind her. She set her phone
Hey
up
guys,
record, and she would just
guys,
be
I'm on TikTok live.
smoking a bowl and being like, dude,
In my
and
parking
then
lot.
she would pass out. It was the craziest thing.
Someone should have told her to stop smoking.
I
You
was
should have
like, you need
convinced her
to
to stop it.
go home. She's like, I'm going home today. I don't have any more weed because she'd have to go pick up weed. And then the guy who she picked up from was on the way home, so she's like, I have to pick up weed anyway, so I have to go. I'm gonna go home anyways. It was truly like she was nomadic. I ran into a real
She was.
nomad.
She was. Are we allowed to say that word anymore?
What?
Gypsies.
Oh, absolutely. We can still
Yeah.
talk about gypsies. Yeah, they're
She was
white.
a gypsy.
She was a gypsy. No, but she was
I'm
a
surprised
nomad.
Woody doesn't live that type of lifestyle.
Nomadic?
Yeah.
Because
It sucks. No one wants to live on the road.
well, the only thing keeping him from a nomadic lifestyle is his mom being alive and her social security paying the mortgage and the
Woody
bills in the
works the whole
house.
time, dude. Woody works a lot. I will give this to Woody. He's a very hardworking man.
Yeah, but Woody
No,
doesn't
he
seem like
works very hard.
he's the kind of person that would work full time and still not make enough money for anything. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know. Maybe you're right
He's
about that.
definitely being taken advantage of. Like his hourly
Oh,
pay is like $3.75
no,
because they're
they
like,
pay
but you
him.
get
They pay
tips,
him the
but it's
regular
a
amount. He
factory
does not
job.
get. That's fucked.
Yeah.
He does not
And
get
he's
paid.
like, yo, I'll agree to that. Tips. Who the fuck
Woody.
is coming in here to tip you, Woody? You work in a factory.
Woody doesn't do that. Woody's not that though. He makes weird decisions. No, Woody did this also this other job that he kept trying to get me to go with him, where he would just haul wood like lump, not like that, not like you know,
Pause. Like,
no, like he
what do you
would
mean? You
go
were
to
pulling
this
his wood?
guy, this guy.
You were pulling Woody's Woody?
I never took him up on that offer ever. But Woody, he would go to like this guy's house because he had this property, and this guy would just be cutting down trees all day, and then pay
Sick.
Woody like $300 to just go pick up all the stumps. You know, the hardest part about cutting down trees.
Yeah.
He would just always to just pick up these stumps and drag them up a hill to the house.
Oh my god! Would they give him like an axe or something to like where
It
the
does, yeah.
were the
I mean,
stumps out of the ground, or were they still in the ground?
no, like the logs, like the tree logs and the stumps. He would have to pull them
Oh,
all the way up the house. So that's
holy
the
fuck!
difficult part of cutting down a tree. Not the fun part where you got to use a chainsaw and make it go. Zzz,
Yeah,
zzz. No,
the easy part. No, the
but
part where
the
it's the
fun
most
part.
expensive. You outsource that work to someone like Woody, and you'll say, "Hey, I'll give you $45,
No, he got $300. It was a good deal.
300." No, it was not a good deal
I mean,
for
for
Woody.
him,
Yeah, for Woody, that's an
it would only
amazing
take
deal.
him like 3 hours because Woody doesn't care if he has a heart attack. He keeps pushing that limit. That's something I've realized. Woody can work all day without having to stop. He'll just be super sweaty, out of breath the entire time, but he does not have to stop. That's part of Woody's brain.
He just keeps on moving.
He can just keep going. He's like a shark. Like if he stops for too long, he dies.
Yeah. Oh, that's his curse.
He's
Yeah.
the
That's why he only.
the curse.
That's why he only sleeps for two. Okay, we're starting to uncover something. He only
Yeah,
sleeps
that's
for
why
like 2.5 hours a night.
he's
It's
been
because if he sleeps
cursed.
for any longer, he'll just die.
He's been cursed.
He'll just die. Yeah, like he's exactly
Part
like a
of his
shark.
curse is a gift though, because nothing affects him.
But
He does not
let's
care.
be real. If like society collapsed or like there was a zombie apocalypse or whatever, the person you would want on your side is Woody. Someone who
Oh
only
yeah,
sleeps 2 hours. He could just work for 21.5 hours out of the
just
day.
building
Just
shit.
building, yeah, just
It
build.
might not be the highest quality.
No, but that's what you tell him.
He might be drunk while he does it.
Build the fence.
He will
Build a
build
fence.
that wall.
Yeah, he'll build a wall,
He
keep you
will
safe.
build that
That's
wall.
exactly who you want on your side is a Woody.
Woody is obsessed with Ohio State football too. Like if they lost, he would genuinely be upset for the rest of the week. If God forbid they lost while he was at work, he would just be cussing. Just aggressively cussing about everything.
I'm just
He
not
never said slurs.
like racial slurs.
No racial. Well, he did say racial slurs, but not on his rants. He would just casually say a racial slur.
Like what kind? You don't have to say the slur, but like of
You
what
know what
groups?
kind.
What groups is he talking about?
The most commonly used racial slur by racist white guys.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I just want to know if you got like
Occasionally.
creative.
He didn't use
Hard
the
on?
R. He did not use the R.
Okay. Well, that's
It was
good.
weird because we worked with a black guy.
Well, that black dude, if it was anyone else saying it, I'm sure he would have a problem with it. But he
But it was
cannot have a
Woody.
problem with
So
Woody
he was
saying
just like, whatever.
it. Yeah, because Woody.
Woody's a member of the battle rap community. He's allowed to sing it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
He doesn't put it in
freestyles.
his rap. So, another thing. The area I lived and worked with Woody, just a collection of weirdos. This other kid, he was a SoundCloud rapper. Do I need to explain more? He's got a little Woody in him.
Yeah, every
And he's
SoundCloud
a
rapper
white
is
guy,
a Woody.
super white kid. And he's like, and we were like talking about, we were like, Woody said the N-word. And you're like, Woody, you cannot say that. That's so fucked up. Everyone was just getting on Woody's ass. And this little kid, first day on the job, he goes, why? I say it in my raps all the time on SoundCloud. And we were all
Just
like,
outs himself.
what the fuck did you just say? That's the first time we heard about SoundCloud. Let alone the fact that he said the N-word on his SoundCloud raps. Every song. He goes, yeah, I mean, I probably shouldn't because I'm white, but like, you can rhyme so much shit with that word, bro. And we were like,
I mean, I guess.
dude, get out of here. He was a very lazy worker too. You know who you are if I get famous and I blow up. You know who you are. You were not good at your job. And you were probably a shitty SoundCloud rapper.
Put him on blast. Fuck it. Just who?
I don't remember his name. I honestly
Pull
don't
up their
remember his
SoundCloud.
name.
Paul Woody.
Woody doesn't remember his name either.
Paul-
Woody probably doesn't even remember who I am.
Woody definitely remembers. You guys were best friends. You
For
guys
a
hung out
while.
outside of work. You
I
guys
did not hang out with them outside of
guys
work, but I
did
did
arts
get
and crafts.
texts.
Didn't you guys spend a couple holidays together?
Dude, I had never been to Woody's house. I was afraid that I would get dragged and like locked in a cage.
Oh, there are definitely people that
Had
live in his
eggs
house.
smashed on my head all day.
Can you imagine that? You live in a cage and Woody just comes up, down the stairs. He has a handful of eggs. You're just like, no.
Just giggling. He's just giggling. He goes, he pulls out his camera. He puts it on the tripod. He goes, hey. He just smashes an egg on your head, looks at you and says, that was no good. And he wipes your head off. You fix it over and over again.
Like the 40th egg is
like,
he's like,
because he didn't like the sound.
he's like, it needs to pop the right way.
I think we need to shave your head. Not working right. And he just shaves like the middle of your head to smash the egg.
He's like, you can have this hair. I don't need
That would be torture. You would be praying that man would kill you.
Just strangle me with your giant retarded hands. Just suffocate me.
Me
Pull me
go.
out of my misery.
Let me go. No more. No more egg time. Stop kidding.
Oh my
Egg
god.
time. Egg time.
Yeah,
Egg
he opens the basement door, swings it open. It's egg time.
egg time.
You wake up like, fuck off.
God,
Well,
egg
that's where all of his money goes. He hogged all
egg
those logs up the fucking hill,
time.
and he's like, okay, now I got
And they're like,
$300 for
the guy's like, Woody, why do you work so hard? What are you working so hard? You're one of the best workers I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude,
You're hauling wood like nobody's business.
you're doing this like your life
And then
depends
he
on
said,
this.
it's for egg time.
Everything I do is for egg
Egg
time.
time. I love egg time.
Like an egg.
You're one of the supermarket employees that every day this is challenge, man. I am at 100 fucking eggs. You're like, what the fuck are you doing with these eggs?
One day,
You're afraid to
one day you build up the courage to be like, sir, are you like a baker? What do you use all these eggs for? And he's like, oh, I don't eat eggs.
egg time. It's for egg time. Egg time. Egg time.
No, he just chants that walking in the store. Egg time, egg time, egg time, egg time.
Because that man's a threat. He's a man that's scanning egg time, egg time, egg time.
They lock
He's
the
a
store
threat.
down. They lock the store down until Woody leaves.
Yeah, actually, it's like he's a Viking. They actually just put a shit ton of eggs, like a pallet of eggs, outside their door every day at
As an
like 7 p.m. As an offering to
Yeah, it's
Woody.
an offering.
Shit, egg time in the store, scaring everybody away.
So he doesn't take all of their eggs.
Egg time. What?
That's truly the craziest thing he's done is fucking break
Egg
2 dozen eggs over his fucking head. He's like, the last one is good.
Well,
I'm
we
also
could
out.
have-
I'm
that's
also out
such
of
a fun
eggs.
scenario
Oh,
of
yeah.
having Woody be someone locked in his basement.
Prisons were made for Woody.
She also smashes a lot of ceramic plates from what I remember. A lot of them. Sometimes over his head.
Now that I'm thinking about it, he may
He
like
might be the next
scaring-
evault legend
No,
level
I
of
think
himself.
I think he is what if we were to take a
Or do you
step
think he's
back in our
back? That's
evolution.
what I was thinking
Yeah,
too.
1,000,000%. Because if that's
He's a
us
legend
going
now.
forward, like
We love Woody.
yeah, no, this has obviously been nothing but love.
If
for
Woody ever commits like a serious crime, specifically like a sexual crime,
free our boy,
I renounce saying I love Woody
free
because
our
that could
boy
happen.
Woody.
And Woody, please don't do that. Woody, keep it in your
No,
pants. Woody, be
the
respectful of the other gender.
the official position for the We Didn't Say That podcast is
We
Woody's
didn't
our
say
boy,
that.
free Woody.
Woody is our boy. He's not in prison yet.
Yeah, but
He
free
has been
him.
in jail.
He has been in jail.
He's a legend.
He hasn't been arrested yet.
Maybe take away his license. That's all I would say.
But if we were to say he
Anything
won't be
about
arrested
Woody.
in the future, we would just be lying. So we're just preemptively saying free our boy Woody for whatever he gets arrested for in the near coming future.
Yeah, Woodrow Wilson.
What's his last name?
I'm not telling you his last name.
Do you know it?
What's his last name?
Oh, dude.
I know his middle name.
We should
I'm
interview
gonna tell you his middle name later because it's weird as fuck.
What is it? Yeah. Really?
That's his middle name.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Woodrow Pear.
That's okay. That's all right.
Pear. His middle name's Pear.
Pear. I eat pears.
Woodrow Pear.
That makes sense though
But
because
no,
he
this is
comes
the
from
crazy thing.
bad stock.
Listen, time out. The crazy thing is his full name is not Woodrow, it's just Woody. They named him Woody.
No official name. He's not
No.
like it's Woodrow. He goes by Woody. His parents are obviously Woodies too. They're like dun dun.
No, I met them.
Woody.
They're not that weird.
Really?
His sister's kind of weird, but I'm not gonna.
So they're both.
She's just.
So they're
different.
both carriers of the Woody gene. They just don't express it.
They're
themselves.
different. They're different ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. You know.
Just not expressed.
It was what's the word? Recessive.
Yeah.
And then
They both have the Woody
They
gene.
both
but it's
gave them the
recessive.
recessive gene, Woody and his sister, so they became Woodies.
Full blown Woodies. Dude, have you ever been touched by a Woody before?
By Woody?
No, not by a Woody. No, by a Woody. They are so
Yeah,
strong.
Of course, who hasn't?
They ever like push you around a little bit, like joking around a little bit, having fun?
No.
Dude, nothing
No,
will
no,
make
no.
you feel smaller than
I'm on
someone,
edge.
someone who's like 4 inches smaller than you, pushing you around like they are
I'm
like
ready
Mike
for it.
Tyson. Dude,
I'm ready
no,
for it.
no. I'm telling you right now,
I don't get close enough.
if you put
I don't like to be touched by Any stranger ever.
I guarantee you, if you put Woodie in the UFC octagon with a trained UFC fighter, I guarantee you that fight would not go how the majority of people think it would go.
No, it would.
What do you think?
It would be a resounding victory for the UFC fighter. It would just take a longer time to knock him out.
Dude, I don't know because
If Woody, do you think that if Woody just got a hold of him and started holding him and kicking him, that would do anything to a UFC fighter?
well, you have to also think
Woody,
UFC fighters, they fight each other with they have specific ways of fighting. Woody has no specific way of fighting. He's
yeah,
gonna be
but
throwing a giant curveball at them the
maybe,
entire match.
may-
The entire match, you're gonna be like, I've never seen. And his fighting technique is unprecedented.
yeah, just little calf kicks. That's
Little
all
calf
he
kick.
does.
He does a lot of fake pumps. You don't know when he's actually gonna hit you.
He's always going like he's
Yeah.
headbutting up in the air.
He's talking to you the entire time. There's a full blown one sided conversation.
I'm gonna get him.
What he's like when I knock you out, you know what time it is? It's fucking egg time.
I'm gonna teabag you. Like, could you imagine getting knocked out on live TV in front of millions of people who are streaming this? A UFC fighter getting to fight the crap out of an average Joe. And this average Joe wins and then teabagging the UFC
Teabag, dude. No, when he goes when the round's over and you go back to your corner and you're getting you take your mouth guard out, you're getting water. People are dapping you up. He's not getting a drink of water. He keeps his mouth guard in and he's just cracking eggs on his head in his corner. Boom.
He's
Boom.
actually just
Boom.
He's actually just hitting himself in the nuts over and over, waiting for you to come back. Just destroying himself physically, almost like he throws up. He throws up over the side into a bucket. That's how he continues to be ready in between rounds. That's the Woody style.
He just takes a fucking Jack Daniels, spins the ball.
Because once you get hit in the
breaks the
balls
glass on
enough,
his head.
once you get hit in the balls enough, nothing else is gonna hurt.
No,
That's
dude.
That's Woody's approach to fighting in the UFC.
He
doesn't need no cup.
Dude, if we were his managers, all we'd have to say is, Woody, the guy you're about to fight stole all of your eggs. And the only way to get them back is if you win.
No more eggs. He's like water boy.
Dude, everything. If you tell him the eggs are on the line, he will fight
The
for
eggs
his
are on
life.
the line.
Dude, no more eggs. If you don't,
Woody, if you win this fight, I'll get you an ostrich egg. Chicken, Woody. One of them big things.
He would go out there and just rip that guy's head off.
Yeah, he would rip him in half vertically.
From the legs.
He would grab him. He would grab him by the top of the skull, along the hairline, and just peel it like a sock. Like a melon down.
Just screaming.
He's a legend. Egg time, egg time.
Egg time.
We should make an egg time segment where we just talk about Woody for 30 minutes.
Dude, well, egg time is definitely gonna be a piece of merch someday.
Oh, correct.
It's gonna be on a hat, just a fucking egg, just in red print, egg time.
With it splattering.
Oh yeah. So you flip the inside of it, there's just a bunch of little eggs cracked all over. It's not this time.
It's a gag gift. It's egg time.
Oh my god, no, wear that on your dates. See go out
egg time.
Go out on dates with women with your egg hat.
They'll get it. They'll watch. They listen to the pod.
They definitely watch
love
clips.
us.
Yeah, they watch clips to show us, be like,
They'll understand what egg time.
They'll definitely get egg time.
Egg time, what you gonna do when he comes for you?
I'm kind of sad that I've met
it's like meeting a mythical creature. It's like a unicorn. Because you know this guy's different. He's not normal. He's different.
I've met some pretty not normal people in my day, but
No,
not a Woody. That's like
different.
a unicorn. You met a unicorn.
The unicorn.
I've known a lot of
Woody might be real upset that I've been saying all this stuff about him. But remember, Woody, no one knows who you are because someone knows who I am.
That's true. You're still completely anonymous. They don't know. They don't even know your middle name. That was a lie. It's not Pear.
It's not Pear. Woody, remember, that's not your real middle name, buddy.
Yeah. So don't get mad at us. Because your middle name is not Pear.
It's Parcel.
That was a joke.
Oh shit, Woody! I just told him your real middle name.
Oh
just
shit!
Kidding,
Sorry,
Woody. It's not Parcel.
What's his last name too?
UPS.
Yeah.
He's a Woodrow Parcel UPS. His last name is. If you can find me a Woody Parcel Ups, we'll also have that man on the pod. Because he's got to be a legend too. Anybody that goes by Woody has got to be a legend.
Oh yeah. Or Patrick. I live across from Patrick.
Go by Patty.
Patty,
not Patrick. Patty.
We live across.
You know, Patty?
We live across from a Patrick, but he's that.
Oh yeah, that Patty's.
I'm still trying to get. Okay, so here's the thing. We live across from.
Jared wants to get all his neighbors evicted.
Well, that would be nice, but this is what I want to do. I want to get Michael here, I have a crackhead neighbor across literally like 6 feet across the hall. And he's a crip too. This old white guy. He's not even that old. He's probably like, but that's how bad he looks. He looks like he's 70, but he's probably like, what would you say, babe? Like mid 30s, early 40s. Yeah, he's like young, but he looks like fucking like like an evil professor that like an experiment went wrong, and
I am pretty freaking hot.
and I want Michael. Because he leaves his door open all the time. I want Michael to go over there and challenge him to a fight because I think my neighbor
If
will
we could get
accept.
Woody to come down and do a fight against this guy,
Oh,
Patty,
fuck.
Woody v. Patty, that'd be
That's that.
awesome.
Yeah, that's it.
That
Woody
would
versus
sell
Patrick.
out the internet.
We
A
would have
Woody Patty fight.
two mentally deranged people fighting each other.
Different levels.
We wouldn't say to the death, but it would definitely be to
It
the
wouldn't
death.
be to the death.
It
It
would
would
be
not
to
be
the
to the death.
We would.
I would intervene if it got to the point that it was if Woody was
They would
losing.
start Cain enabling each
If
other.
Woody was
just
losing,
rocks to the head.
I would stop it.
They're brothers.
Woody
Oh my God,
partial
who's that?
ups.
Argus,
Filch.
Filch. Yeah, that's what our neighbor looks like. You seen
That's
him?
crazy. Have
He
you
looks
guys
like-
know Argus Filch from Harry Potter?
Just Google that.
Phil said he looks like him.
That's what our
You
neighbor
know,
looks like.
the squid. If you were a squid from Harry Potter, would you not just go live with the regular people? Why would you stay? Why would you stay around these people who have this incredible gift that you know about that you will never achieve? Why would you not just go live with the regulars? Be honest. Tell me the truth,
There you go.
please. Thank you. That was just, I hear him. I hear him scurrying around over there.
Yeah, it may be crackhead.
They're partying out there.
Who knows what they're doing?
They're partying. Wait, how many bedrooms is the upstairs unit for 6 African? It's a 2-bedroom unit.
It's 2
And there are
bedrooms.
6 African men living
All
in
of these apartments are 2 bedroom. Even the lower one, we have 2 bedrooms.
What?
Yeah,
Then why is there's 2 floors?
it's just the way it was built. It's like more square footage. There's like more
Oh.
space. Yeah, I sincerely I cannot tell you why it doesn't make any sense because it's
That's
just
crazy.
this apartment just with a staircase, like this room and the kitchen, and then this is just a staircase, and it goes up to bedrooms. And their washer and dryers in their kitchen, which makes
Classic.
'cause I've been in their apartment before.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I've been partying up there?
no, not partying.
Leaving the sinks on?
Dude,
You know
but
what I
it's
mean?
crazy. It's also they have like one giant leather sectional where you have and I'm not saying anything derogatory. You have 5 African men huddling each other on the couch.
No, they weren't.
I swear
I
to
don't
Christ,
believe
dude,
they
they're
were
laying down like
cuddling.
like
Were
Saudis
they
lay down.
clothed?
They like like Saudis lay down with like their legs all tucked up, all gay and stuff on the couch. They were all sitting like that with each other. They
Were
were
they
all sitting
fully
like that.
clothed?
They had clothes on. A couple of them had blankets on or whatever. I walked in. They all looked like
My friend?
they all gave me like the energy where it's like they were like an old woman reading a book and you're like a maintenance person
Why are
putting in
you
work in the house.
kidding me?
Yeah, so they put their book down. They're like just watching you. That's the energy I got from all of them.
Yeah. Look at that guy.
Because I was like, there's
I
water
bet
coming.
he sits like a normal person. Fuck him. Fuck him.
There's
He
so
makes me want to
men
go
from
back.
other countries. Now I'm thinking about it. They sit gay all the time.
Yeah.
They really do. Like
Yeah.
if you just Google a picture of like a Saudi guy on a couch and he's sitting like he's waiting for his
I don't
boyfriend
know
to
why he
text him.
keeps using Saudi as his example.
Because
He
it's true.
keeps saying Saudi.
It's true.
A lot of other cultures sit weird.
Indian people say weird.
Yeah. That was my example.
Yeah. In Saudis.
It's allowed to talk about India, I think. I think you're allowed to talk about Indians when you're about Saudis.
I think you're allowed to talk about racial groups if they're not like
Black or
no, if they're
Native
not
American?
minorities within the world. Like there's so many
yeah.
Chinese people you can talk about Chinese people. There's so many Indian people you can talk about. They're
So many
fair gaming.
Koreans.
They're all fair gaming.
If you have your own country, like, and you're not the minority in the country, you're allowed to be made fun of. So we're allowed to make fun of Africa, but we're not allowed to make fun of South African whites. Is that what you're saying?
No, you're definitely allowed to make fun of anybody you want.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
But
about
I'm
that.
saying like
What
it's
about the rules?
PC again to make fun of
'Cause all this shit,
Indians and
we didn't
Chinese
really
people.
say. Remember, read the name of the podcast.
Not
Thank you.
legally not held liable for
Not
anything.
liable for anything we said.
No. And
Oh.
this we're not Caleb Michael. It's not even a real name.
We don't even remember what we're saying
Yeah.
because we didn't say any of it. Yeah, that's about what I would think.
Yeah.
Could you imagine having like a cheetah for a house pet?
That'd be sick.
No,
That's
it
another
would not be
Saudi
sick.
thing.
Really?
Yeah.
No, but they're not like a house cat. They're like in
No.
a cage or some shit.
Well, what they do is
I
they put in
want
their
a
own
cheetah
room.
with a cat brain.
They
Like a
just
house
exist
cat
in their
brain.
own giant
Empty
hallway.
room. There's nothing. It's just an empty room with bones everywhere. Just
No,
goats or some
legit. No,
shit.
seriously, that's what it is.
It's insane. Why would
Yeah.
you do that
And
to
they're
an
all
animal,
angry, like they're all
guys?
chained up.
Please
And
don't.
these like these wildcats are just in these like palatial mansions.
That's what PETA should give a fuck about. That shit. That shit's cruel.
What?
The Saudi cheetahs.
Dude, fuck PETA.
I mean, yeah,
Have you
fuck
seen those
PETA.
fucking
But like
absolute Woodies just tie themselves into like farming equipment and mechanical
one
equipment? I'd
time,
say turn it off.
one
What's for
time,
them? Turn them into
one
hot
time, one
dogs.
of my friends really pissed me off. I forget what he did, but he really, really pissed me off. So I signed him up for every PETA newsletter I could find. I signed his email up, his phone number up. I gave him his address. So he was just getting bombarded by PETA stuff. And you want to know a fun fact about PETA? They don't quit. When they get their hooks into somebody, when you say, I can't wait to join the movement, you're all of my contact information.
Yeah.
They know that you're a trooper and they will not let them go. So that's a fun way to prank your friends, guys, if they really make you mad. But if they like bump you in the hallway, it's not like, I'm going to sign you up for PETA for life.
That's school shooter energy. Someone bumps you, you're like, I'm gonna sign him up for something and bother him forever.
I'd rather PETA them than shoot them, to be honest. I'd rather get PETA than shoot.
Well, yeah, because
Remember, guys,
school shooters.
remember school shooters. Don't do that. There are other solutions that are way more detrimental and funny.
If you shoot a school up, you're just gay. That's what it is.
Like, just be creative and
That's
find like
super gay, man.
find like a psychological way to mess with people, not a physical way.
Yeah, or you know what?
Because like it's so much cooler to hear that you psychologically manipulated someone into thinking they're lesser than you than to be like, I shot him.
Okay, and let's be real. What's more badass? Going to a school and shooting a bunch of people up that don't have weapons or Kevlar or anything, or
Just psychologically
sneak
getting
attacking? No, sneak attacking.
No,
just
no
one
physical
person.
attack.
No, well, if we're still in the realm of physical attacks, this is what I'm gonna say. You just sneak attack the one person you don't like, hit him over the head with like something heavy, like a book, and then you just
Like your massive gun.
yeah, and then just beat the shit out of them, and then just leave. Because when people figure out what happened and who did that, they're gonna be like, "Holy shit, this loser kid beat up this fucking bully. This is great."
job.
You're gonna get so much street cred for that, way more than shooting
You're
up a
gonna get
school.
so much puss,
You're
dude.
gonna
You're gonna
get
be
so-
drowning in
You're
puss.
gonna get so much pussy because you
You're gonna be
just
drowning in
bludgeoned
it,
this
dude.
kid in the back of his head with a
Oh my
fucking math
goodness.
textbook. But that's way cooler than actually
It's
shooting
like,
up a school.
holy shit,
Just
dude.
brutally
Did you see
assault
stood
one
up for
person.
himself? Oh my god.
I think so.
That's what it'd be like.
Even if 95% of people, when that happened, they're like still like, fuck
Dude,
him, he's a loser.
It's just like the high school movies.
5% of people are gonna be like, you know what? He's the
You're
man.
gonna be carried out on their shoulders.
Like Rudy.
Yeah, you're gonna be the Rudy of beating someone up in a
Of
high
the
school
nerds
hallway.
in your school. But
Yeah.
sincerely.
You'll be the Rudy.
You
Just
just
all the nerd pussy you want.
and you know what? You can even go down the office and own it. Be like, yeah, I
Yeah,
did that.
I did
I
that.
did that.
Look at my
I beat the
massive
fuck out of
dong.
him. I did that. Yeah, take the
Yeah,
suspension because that's
yeah.
not an L. That's a
Aren't you
fucking dub.
glad that I didn't shoot up the school and just did the right thing and beat the shit out of one person that really upset me instead of everybody that upset me? Remember that.
Yeah,
That should be celebrated.
I think so.
Not put down.
I think so.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because honestly, even if you lose, dude, even if you lose,
You look like a legend.
You
You look
look-
like you
you
tried.
look like a legend and you took back. You took
Yeah.
back what they
You-
took from
at least
you.
You got the first hit in.
Yeah,
got the first
You,
hit in.
that's why I'm saying a sneak attack. You can get 1 to 3 good hits in before they even realize what's
like
happening.
if you're the guy that gets the first hit in, you're not only you're the instigator, and the instigators. A lot of times it's cooler if they're smaller than the guy.
A million%.
Yeah,
Dude,
and you're
a
like,
million-
holy shit, that guy's teeth might not be right no more.
It's like
But
Pacquiao
he's
versus
a big
Mayweather.
guy. He's cool. He might not have his teeth in the right order, but he's cool now.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a legend now.
You know, in the black community, Manny Pacquiao got so much respect for fighting Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, but without a shoulder. You know that his shoulder was completely fucked. That's why he got so much respect. He should not have fought.
Shouldn't have fought, but everybody knew Floyd was going to destroy Manny Pacquiao. He
No,
still
he
took
wasn't.
that
I
fight.
feel like it would have
He
been a
still took
great
that
fight if Manny Pacquiao was healthy. It would have been fun to watch.
Well, he's more. Well,
He's also older.
we can get into boxing or whatever, but
Next
that's what I'm
time.
saying. That's what I'm saying. If you, the little guy, if you were to go up and just
Okay, we'll talk about boxing next time, but this is the end of this podcast. Have a great day. We love you. Mwah.
thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.